All right, let's dive into something that might hit a little close to home. We're going to explore this really powerful idea called the alchemy of inherited cruelty. I mean, it's a question that can really stick with you, right? Why are we sometimes mean to the people who love us the most? The very people who show us endless kindness sometimes get the absolute worst of us. It just feels so backwards. And honestly, it's just painful for everyone. So this whole situation brings us to what you could call the kindness paradox. It's this super frustrating dynamic where love and kindness just don't land the way you think they should. And it really doesn't make any sense when you think about it. Someone shows you love, they show you kindness, and your reaction is cruelty? You push them away? You lash out? If that sounds at all familiar, you are definitely not alone. And the most important thing to know is there's actually a reason for it. Okay, so the root of this whole paradox often comes down to something we can call a cruel inheritance. And nope, we're not talking about money or some family heirloom. This is about an emotional pattern, one that gets handed down. So, what is inherited cruelty? Well, the core idea is that these really destructive patterns, they might not have even started with you. Think of them like behaviors and emotional reactions that get passed down generation after generation, totally unconsciously. It's like they become a piece of our subconscious program. And this right here is the absolute heart of the matter. The problem isn't the kindness someone is showing you. That kindness is just a trigger. The real issue is a deep-seated feeling of self-hatred, a sense of worthlessness that's already living inside you. Think about this quote for a second. It's so powerful. When someone is kind to you, but deep down you believe you're not worthy of it, their kindness doesn't feel like a gift. It can actually feel like a rebuke, like an accusation. It's as if their love is calling out your self-hatred, and that internal clash is just intense. Okay, so you've got this intense internal conflict. How does that turn into being cruel to someone else? Well, that's where this idea of parcels of hatred comes into play. It's a really vivid way to picture what's happening. So let's look at this subconscious transaction. On one side, you have the threat of kindness. Your partner's goodness shines a spotlight on all the parts of you that you feel are flawed or worthless. It's a really uncomfortable feeling. So what happens? On the other side, you get the delivery. To get rid of that awful feeling, we subconsciously wrap up that self-hatred into a little parcel and just hand it over to them. We try to make them feel a bit of the pain that we're feeling. So what does handing over one of these parcels actually look like in real life? Well, it can show up in a lot of ways. It might be just dispiriting ingratitude, or maybe unwarranted suspicion, where you're constantly questioning their motives. Sometimes it's picking fights over absolutely nothing. Or it could just be coldness. You just withdraw and shut them out. Okay, I know, this all sounds pretty heavy, right? But here's the really important part. You are not doomed to repeat this cycle forever. There is a way out. And this is where we get to talk about the alchemy of change. And the key insight here is that the solution is not to go find a new partner or hope your current one changes. You can't fix an internal problem with an external solution. The real work, the true alchemy, is transforming that heavy, painful lead of inherited cruelty into the gold of self-awareness. And that job, it happens entirely inside. So what does this alchemical process actually involve? Well, step one is just acknowledging the inheritance, realizing that this pattern of cruelty, it isn't actually yours. It was given to you. Step two is to understand the rebuke. That means learning to see a partner's kindness for what it is, a gift, not a threat. And then, step three, this is the hardest part. You begin the alchemy. You feel that urge to pass on the hatred, but instead, you consciously choose to hold on to it. You choose to break the cycle. And let's be really honest here. This is incredibly difficult work. It's not a quick fix. It means taking this heavy, painful burden, one you never even asked for, and making the conscious choice not to pass it along. Instead, you hold it, you look at it, and you start that tough journey of transforming it from a destructive reaction into genuine self-awareness. So I want to leave you with a question that really brings this all home. Take a second and really think about it. What parcels are you carrying? And who are you handing them to? Because just answering that question, that's the very first step in this whole alchemy of change.